Hi everyone. For my final video in Scotland, I thought it would be interesting to visit all of the Scottish counties. Now, these counties haven't been in use in any official capacity since 1975, as the country is now broken into 32 local council areas, each responsible for local governance. Now, although this would be a more relevant endeavor to visit all of the council areas, I chose to visit all the counties. And this is because if we look at a map of the local council areas, we can see that a lot of them are concentrated in the Central Belt, where a lot of the country's population does live. But that doesn't make for too much of a challenge. It keeps me in the same area, it doesn't really send me too far. Whereas if we look at a map of the counties, you can see they're spread out across the country and present more of a challenge. So I thought that that would make a better video to go see all of the old counties. So we join me on day one as I begin in Renfrewshire with the aim of heading west to Ayrshire and taking a ferry out to Bute before heading south. I've arrived on the Isle of Cumbrae. There's the boat I came in on. I was going to take the boat over and then take it right back, but then I'd have a ton of time in Largs to just hang out, and I don't really feel like having a ton of time in Largs to hang out. Where's Largs? See, the thing is, I can see it behind me, but I don't know where to point the camera. So I figured just hang out on Cumbrae. Never know what I'll find. I will tell you what I did find, or I guess what I did not find. A sidewalk. So we'll just, well, it's a small enough road that I won't get hit. So it's gonna wander around. It's 45 minutes till the boat goes back and then comes back to get us, and then that gives me kind of a perfect amount of time to stock up on food and Largs and make it to the train station. I'm getting on a bus now. That's the bus right there. That's the bus. That's leaving at 3:50. It's currently 3:25. That's going to Newton Stewart, where I'm gonna get another bus to Dumfries. I've arrived in Dumfries, and I have a train in just over half an hour. Now here's the thing with that train. So that train goes from here up to Glasgow, over to Edinburgh. Well, no, I changed trains. The train I then get onto goes over to Edinburgh, and then that train's going to go down to Galashiels. And so that gets me into Galashiels at 12:47 in the morning. And the first bus I need to take tomorrow is at 5:55 in the morning. That's 5 hours between getting there and leaving. No B&B in this country is going to be open for check-in at 12:47 in the morning. So I'm getting to Galashiels and just kind of hanging out for 5 hours. I've arrived in the lovely town of Galashiels. Yay! It's
12:50 in the morning, and my bus leaves from just over there, or somewhere over there, or somewhere along here. The bus leaves from somewhere along here in 5 hours and 5 minutes, and from my research, nothing is open right now. And when I got my Five Guys in Glasgow, I didn't have time to get drinks anywhere, and the drinks were really overpriced in Five Guys, so I thought, excuse me, I'll get drinks in Edinburgh. Not a single place was open in Edinburgh, and I'm incredibly thirsty from the Five Guys. And the McDonald's here in Galashiels opens at 5 a.m. So 4 hours from a drink of water right now. But I did find a good bush to sleep behind near the McDonald's. I'm gonna wander around for a bit first and see if there is anything open. But if not, we're heading to that bush. Okay, never mind. Forget the bush idea. I'm feeling little drops of rain, and I just saw the forecast says 80% chance of rain at 3 a.m. and it's not like I haven't checked the forecast. I've been checking the forecast, it keeps changing. But the fact that I'm feeling little drops of rain has me very concerned about getting, completely soaked. So I'm gonna head to a bus shelter and just stay awake there, I guess. Undercover, where I'll be dry. Couldn't find a bus shelter. I don't know if you can see the rain in the light there. So I'm heading to the overhang of this TK Maxx, sorry. Forget it's a different brand over here. Hi everyone, it's currently 2:30 in the morning. I'm incredibly bored. Still sitting underneath the TK Maxx overhang. Time is moving fairly quickly, despite me not doing anything. It's 2 hours in, and at hour 4, the McDonald's across the street opens, and I can go get some water, because I'm still ridiculously thirsty. That wouldn't have changed, because actually I haven't had anything to drink. McDonald's opens, 55 minutes later, bus comes, and that's all 2 hours from now. That's easy to get to. I am a little cold. That's the only complaint I really got. It's been about 10 minutes since my last little video update, and I've decided that I don't care that I'm outside on concrete, and I'm going to try to take a nap. So hopefully see you in a few hours. It's now half an hour later, and I've put on every single top that I brought along with me, because I keep dozing off and I'll be dreaming, and then like a shiver or a gust of wind hits me and I wake up. So this is to combat that. I believe I found a hack. By laying on my side, the wind is just hitting my rainproof jacket and not really hitting, the face. So I think this is working. It's 4 a.m. now. I've woken up because it's just too cold. I thought, oh, maybe if I'm not lying down on a brick ground and get up, walk around, it might make me warmer, but it's not. I'm still very cold. But it's only an hour now till McDonald's opens, and I can go inside and be warm. Yay! Hello everyone. I come to you with amazing news. It is currently 5:02 a.m. which means it's McDonald's time. Welcome to Innerleithen in Peeblesshire, where we have a whole, I believe, 16 minutes before getting on a bus back to Galashiels. All right, currently in Preston Pans. It's been a complicated, confusing, and tiring morning. And as of right now, it seems like those parts of the morning are over. I'm here for an hour, so going to find food in the hour that I have here, and then it's a train back to Edinburgh, and then from Edinburgh, it's a bus up to Perth, train to Aberdeen. Hopefully that's very hard to mess up. Finally arrived in the hotel room. It has a bed. There's no brick ground in the cold. And so I'm gonna shower because I really need to. And then I'm gonna take a nap because I really need to. And I'm just going to have a fantastic night not sleeping outside. Good morning. It is now 8 a.m. in Aberdeen. Really nice. Yeah, so last night when I was like, oh, I'm gonna shower and take a nap, showered, took a nap, and then went back to sleep until 7 a.m. So slept for a good 13 hours. I slept from pretty much 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. But I'm fully rested now, and I'm excited to have a day where I don't feel just like a zombie all day. So, excited. Now today, taking a train from here in Aberdeen to Inverness. Train from Inverness up to Thurso, where I have a few hours before I gotta get a ferry to the Orkney Islands. And I gotta get across the Orkney Islands to get a ferry to the Shetland Islands. And that's where I'll be sleeping tonight, on that ferry. I've arrived in Thurso. So now it's a 1.7 mile walk to the ferry in Scrapster. So if you look behind me, that harbor over there, I'm 99% sure is where the ferry is going out of to the Orkney Islands, which are just over there. I'm gonna pan it over. Orkney Islands are right here. I don't know if they're visible to the camera, but this is a fairly short ferry. The ferry I get from the Orkney Islands is the longer one. That one going all the way up to the Shetland Islands, and that's going to be the overnight one.
obviously can't see much because it's nighttime, but that's Thurso over there. It's actually not as cold or windy as I thought it would be out here, but I'm also the only one out here for obvious reasons, because while it is not as cold and windy as I thought, it still is cold and windy. So I'm going back inside.
I was able to kill time before the previous ferry by going to a nearby restaurant and just eating, but there's absolutely nothing that's near this ferry terminal, so I'm stuck in the departure lounge for like 2 hours, which is awesome. Just hanging out. I've arrived in the Shetland Islands, but it's raining too hard outside to really go anywhere or see anything. So I'm still just hanging out in the ferry terminal. At some point, I'll give up and at least go get lunch or something, because I'm not coming all the way out here and sitting in a terminal for 8 hours until my next ferry. But at the same time, I'm not gonna, walk around and get soaked because I have my laptop in my bag, and I'm not risking that. So yeah.
Lovely day. Heading to a cafe now for some food, and just gonna have to get creative on how to spend the day. I've purchased an umbrella because I refuse to come all the way out here to the Shetland Islands to just sit and hit the thing again. Come on. Usually the wind will blow it back into, hold on. But yeah, the rain has died down a bit. It's just really windy right now, but I'm keeping the umbrella open because there's still a bit of rain. But as I was saying, I refuse to come all the way out here and just sit inside somewhere all day. So I'm gonna try to get at least one nice view of something. Come on, do the thing. I've arrived in Aberdeen and we are so close to finishing. Today is the last day. Gonna get to the other side of this building. That's the train station. Well, that's not the train station. The other side of the building is the train station. The train to Alloa. After that, train to Oban. And that's the final stop. We finish in Oban later today. If we get on all the right trains, which I don't see me not doing, but you never know. Alright, made it to Glasgow. Got an hour and 20 minutes before the final train out to Oban to knock out the last county. So, looking forward to it. Alright, that's it. Welcome to Oban in Argyll, the final county. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.